If you've been eyeing up the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, but you find it a bit out of your price range, well, Samsung have just dropped two new devices, the Samsung Galaxy A56 and the A36. Both looking very similar. In fact, they're priced in a very affordable price range, so you're talking $499 and $399 respectively. Both still offering some of the stuff that we love about One UI 7 and some of the stuff that's on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. When it comes to the design, they are very, very similar visibly. But when you look around, you start to notice a difference. So the A56 has aluminium frame compared to the A36. Both have Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus front and back, and both are IP67 water and dust resistance. Both on the bottom have the USB-C ports. You have the stereo speakers set up. On the side, you have the same button placement for the volume rocker and the power button. But what I really love is the way it's kind of slightly raised on the edge in terms of the size. We got that rounded corner again, same as what we have on the S25 Ultra, so it's just nice and comfortable in hand to hold. In terms of the display, they both have similar specifications as well. So we have 1200 nits of eye brightness mode, we have 1900 nits of peak brightness, and you have Vision Booster, and they're both 6.7-inch Full HD Plus displays. They also offer 120 Hz refresh as well, which you can change in the settings depending on what you want, so you can have it dynamically change. For the performance, the A56 has Exynos 1580 processor, which is a 4nm processor. It has 12% increase in NPU performance, 17% in GPU performance, and 18% in CPU performance versus the Exynos 1480 of the predecessor. On the A36, we have Snapdragon 6 Gen 3, which is also 4nm, which has 8% increase in CPU performance compared to the predecessor, which was the Exynos 1380. For cooling, both have 15% larger vapor chamber. This is comparable to the size of what we find on the S24 Plus. It has Wi-Fi 6, and for updates, for that One UI 7, we're talking 6 years of OS or generations updates and 6 years of security updates. In terms of charging, we get super fast charge 2.0, so we get 45 watts of fast charge. When you charge it for 30 minutes, the A56 will give you 65% of battery life, whereas the A36 will give you a slightly more at 66%. Full charge will take 68 minutes, and we have 5,000 mAh battery in there. Onto the software is running One UI 7.1, which is very familiar so far. We've been using on the S25 Ultra, and it's been performing really well. It brings things like customizable homepage. You got the now bar as well. You got all the intelligence features. You can even do things like reading out loud, where you can see on the page, and you have AI select as well. More on the intelligence feature, we have things like circle to search, which is beefed up, which means when you select something on the phone, it will give you suggestions in terms of what you can do or how you can interact with that piece of information. So for example, if you have a phone number on the screen, you'll be able to add it to contact or phone it straight away. If you have an address, you'll be able to add it to contact or navigate to it using Google Maps. We also get things like object eraser. You can create your own filters in camera, which is pretty cool, which means you can adjust things like your saturation and other levels as well to suit your preference. You can also have edit suggestions for your photos by just swiping up as well. You got auto trim, which is exclusive to the A56, just to note, which means when you have videos, you can auto trim them together to make a really nice montage or whatever. You also have best face as well, which is also exclusive to the A56. With best face, it means it takes some photos very quickly, so that way you can go back and select a face in case someone blinks and you miss the shot. For the camera, they also differ slightly as well. This is where you might want to decide which one you want to go for, regardless of the pricing. So the A56 gives you 12 megapixel ultra wide at f2.2 versus the A36, which gives you 8 megapixel ultra wide at f2.2. We have a 50 megapixel main camera on both at f1.8 with video HDR. We have 5 megapixel macro at f2.4 on both, and also 12 megapixel front facing camera at f2.2, both capable of video HDR. So far, this was just an hands-on session with Samsung. We haven't actually got to really play with it and use it in the real world to see what this is capable of. Hopefully this gives you some option or suggestion or just a feeling for what to expect if you're thinking of getting one of these. But it's definitely one to consider if you're thinking of getting an S25 series, but it's too pricey. This will give you another option to get into that ecosystem or get something that just gives you a taste of what to expect. So you might want to upgrade later on. But over to you, let me know what you think. If you want to see a full review as well, let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to get one in to get them reviewed. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.